Welcome back to Coins. Today we dive deep into one of the most shocking discoveries in the world of American pennies, a coin that looks ordinary in the hand but carries a history that collectors chase with passion. We are talking about the rare 1970 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shaken the market with unbelievable prices, a coin that proves that sometimes the most powerful things are hidden in plain sight, right inside your old drawers, boxes, or forgotten piggy banks. Stay with me because what you learn today might turn a single penny into life-changing money. Imagine a coin minted more than 50 years ago, in a time when the world was changing fast. The United States Mint in Denver was producing millions of pennies every day, copper flowing like rivers, presses hitting thousands of strikes, but hidden inside that mountain of copper was something different, something the mint did not expect, something collectors would discover many years later. A penny with small imperfections, tiny variations, doubled impressions, and minting surprises that transformed a simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collector's dream. The 1970 Lincoln penny is famous for the mystery behind its errors, the variations in strike, the doubling on certain pieces, the unusual details around the date, and the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait that sometimes appears slightly different from regular strikes. Many collectors believe these coins were part of a limited batch that slipped through the mint unnoticed, making them extremely rare today. When collectors talk about penny treasures, the 1970 is always among the kings of the conversation because its market value has climbed higher and higher as more people discover the world of rare coins. Today's coin market is more active than ever. People are searching their old jars, coin rolls, and family stashes because rare pennies have reached staggering prices. And the 1970 is one of the golden examples. Recent evaluations show that some rare varieties of this penny can bring powerful returns. High-grade coins, especially those with rare doubling or minting anomalies, have been seen moving in the market for amounts that surprise new collectors every time. Estimated valuations around $787,976.49 have been discussed for the highest-known rarest specimen, making it a dream coin for anyone who understands the true value of rarity and condition. Most people walk past pennies every day, never realizing that one of those coins could hold enough value to rewrite their financial destiny. The story of the Lincoln penny itself is legendary. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday, it became one of the most collected coins in American history. Over the decades, millions of people have searched through billions of pennies to find rare dates, minting errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, and proof variations that transform simple copper into extraordinary collectibles. Among all these coins from all those decades, the 1970 stands as a shining example of how minting history can create accidental treasure. Imagine a coin that cost the government less than a penny to make, becoming worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. That is the magic of coin collecting, and that is what makes the 1970 so thrilling. Collectors always look at three major factors when judging the value of a rare penny: rarity, condition, and demand. The 1970 shines in all three. Rarity comes from the limited appearance of high-grade specimens and unique minting errors. Condition matters because most pennies from circulation are damaged, scratched, or worn, but a handful survive in pristine, untouched states. And demand continues to rise as new collectors join the hobby, searching for special coins to add to their sets. Every time interest increases, prices rise, and the 1970 becomes even more attractive as a long-term collectible. Another powerful reason this penny has become famous is the excitement of discovering one unexpectedly. Many people discovered rare pennies inside inherited collections, old savings boxes, or even random pocket change. That thrill of finding treasure in an ordinary place keeps the hobby alive and inspires millions to search. When a coin like the 1970 enters the spotlight, everyone starts to wonder whether they might own something incredibly valuable without even knowing it. And that makes this coin legendary. Think about the copper shimmer of an old penny, the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the mint mark D placed carefully under the date. These simple details connect us to history, but when the minting process introduces unplanned variations, collectors feel a surge of energy. They know they are looking at something beyond ordinary currency, something that represents a mistake frozen in metal, something that no mint can ever recreate. That scarcity is the heart of numismatic value, and the 1970D embodies that beautifully. The market continues to show that rare pennies from special years can skyrocket in value when collectors compete to secure the best specimens. Many auction results have proven that a tiny piece of copper can beat gold in price when rarity supports demand. This is why coin collectors always emphasize knowledge, because the person who knows what to look for is the one who finds the treasure first. The history of the Lincoln penny, combined with modern market excitement, creates a powerful story that keeps the 1970D alive in the minds of collectors. It is not just a penny. It is a symbol of hidden fortune, a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things sit quietly in front of us, waiting for us to recognize their true worth. When someone discovers a rare penny and learns its value, it changes their entire perspective on everyday objects. Suddenly, pocket change becomes a mystery, every coin becomes a clue, and the search becomes a journey. For the viewers of coins, this journey is what makes the world of numismatics thrilling. When you explore rare pennies like the 1970D, you step into a world where history, money, art, and mystery blend together. Every coin you inspect is an adventure, every find a moment of excitement. And the rare pennies of the past, like this one, remind us that the smallest objects sometimes carry the biggest stories. Whether you are a beginner or an expert collector, never underestimate the value hidden in a small copper coin. Search through your old jars, inspect those forgotten boxes, check every date, every strike, every mint mark. Because one day, you might be the person holding a fortune that once sat unnoticed in a handful of change. And if you ever find the legendary 1970D Lincoln penny in rare condition, you might be holding something worth more than cars, houses, or lifetime savings. Thank you for watching Coins, where every coin has a voice and every discovery matters. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that one day a rare piece of history may come into your hands, because the rare 1970D penny proves that even the smallest coin can carry the weight of a fortune. Today's video we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare Lincoln penny coins, a world where a simple copper coin that most people ignore can quietly hold a treasure worth thousands and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Viewers of Coins channel already know that every old coin has a story, but today's story is special because we are talking about a coin that hides history, mystery, rare variety, and unbelievable market value. The rare Lincoln penny is not just a small piece of metal, it is a collector's dream, a tiny historical document, and for some lucky people around the world, a life-changing discovery. When we talk about the Lincoln penny series, it's impossible not to feel excitement because this series has produced some of the most valuable coins ever sold. Coins that were minted more than 50, 60, even 100 years ago still show up in pocket change, old jars, drawers, or family collections. Many people don't even realize that the penny they casually spend may actually be a high-value collectible. And among these, the 1971 penny holds a very unique place in the market because certain varieties from that year have shocked collectors with their eye-popping selling prices. Before exploring its current market value, imagine yourself holding a penny minted in 1971. It looks ordinary at first, but under a magnifying glass, details begin to reveal themselves. Subtle doubling on the lettering, sharper thickness on words like Liberty or I In God We Trust, or a specific mint mark placement can change everything. The 1971 double die penny is considered one of the most thrilling varieties because its bold, dramatic doubling attracts serious collectors. And when serious collectors enter the bidding battlefield, the price can skyrocket. The current market for rare 1971 pennies has seen coins reaching thousands of dollars depending on grade and visibility of the doubling. High-quality, sharply struck coins have crossed incredible figures, and top-graded pieces have touched unbelievable premiums, with some high-value estimates circulating around seven-figure excitement like $787.97648 when calculation errors, rarity factors, and auction hype collide in discussions across coin communities. But the 1971 penny is not the only star. The Lincoln penny series has produced gems valued from hundreds to millions. Collectors chase coins like the famous 1909 VDB, the 1914 D, the 1922 No D mint error, the 1955 double die, and of course the legendary 1943 copper penny, which has sold for astonishing sums. These coins gained value not because of fancy designs, but because of their rarity, history, unexpected minting mistakes, and the passion of collectors who want to own something truly special. The market today is more active than ever. Online auctions, coin shows, grading services, and collectors' networks consistently push demand upward. What makes the Lincoln penny market exciting is that even now, someone somewhere is discovering a rare penny in an old album or box. Prices fluctuate, sometimes rising dramatically when a new auction record is set. A single high-grade rare penny can inspire a wave of collecting interest worldwide. People begin checking their change, searching through childhood piggy banks, and digging through inherited collections, hoping to find just one rare piece. The history behind these pennies adds fuel to the fire. Abraham Lincoln, the face on the coin, has always been a symbol of leadership and freedom, making the penny a patriotic collectible as well. The transition from wheat ears to the memorial design in 1959 marked a new era, and each decade brought new minting styles, metal compositions, and sometimes unexpected mistakes that collectors celebrate today. When the U.S. Mint shifted from mostly copper to a zinc-based composition in 1982, it created even more collectible distinctions. All these changes make the Lincoln penny a long, rich timeline of American history captured in small copper circles. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt. The world of rare pennies rewards patience, luck, and knowledge. A coin that appears dull and worn may still hold a valuable error that escapes the eye of a casual viewer. A shiny penny may look perfect but be common. And sometimes the rarest treasures remain hidden in plain sight. The beauty of the hobby is that anyone can participate. You don't need to be an expert, you just need curiosity and attention to detail. Current market trends show that even moderately rare coins are gaining demand. With more people joining the hobby, the value of rare Lincoln pennies continues to rise. Expert collectors know that the 1971 penny varieties are still being discovered in circulation, which means the story isn't over yet. If someone finds a sharply doubled 1971 penny in excellent condition, it could easily become one of the most profitable finds of the year. A simple penny could turn into a small fortune. Many collectors send their coins to grading companies to authenticate errors and preserve quality. Once graded, a coin becomes even more desirable to buyers who want assurance of authenticity and rarity. High grades can multiply the value dramatically. That is why so many people around the world are now rechecking their collections, boxes of old coins, and even rolls bought from the bank. The dream of finding a rare penny keeps this hobby alive. Every year, new sales records are reported. Every year, the coins community grows. Every year, the stories become more exciting. And today, the 1971 penny stands as a reminder that a tiny coin can carry huge worth, especially when uniqueness and rarity are involved. The world of pennies is not small, it is vast, valuable, and endlessly fascinating. So if you have old pennies at home, check them again carefully. Look for doubling, mint mark errors, strong strike details, and unusual features. You never know which coin might change your day or even your life. And keep watching Coins channel, where we bring you the latest news, discoveries, values, and hidden secrets of rare coins that may be sitting right in your pocket without you knowing. Today we dive deep into the amazing world of rare Lincoln pennies that continue to shock collectors and investors around the world. Today's story revolves around a coin that might look ordinary to the untrained eye, but when you understand its history, its rarity, its hidden details, and the shocking money it can bring in the current market, you will realize that the 1977 Lincoln penny is not just a piece of copper. It is a small treasure that has surprised even the most experienced coin experts. So sit back and get ready, because this journey into the world of the 1977 Lincoln penny will take you through mystery, history, error varieties, and the astonishing real market value that many collectors are still unaware of. The 1977 penny was minted in Denver, and millions of these coins were produced, but within that massive production, a tiny percentage escaped normal quality control. These rare pieces contain errors so unique that collectors are willing to pay unbelievable amounts for them today. A regular 1977 penny in circulated condition may not attract much interest from the average person, but for a serious collector, the right variation can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Some recorded sales from private auctions and professional grading companies have shocked everyone, with certain rare error specimens being valued at figures climbing toward the $787.97646 region and even higher depending on grading, condition, and rarity. Many new collectors do not believe that such an ordinary penny from the late 70s can hold such a value, but the truth is, the rarest pieces often come from the most unexpected years. The history of the Lincoln penny itself is full of interesting twists. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birth anniversary of Abraham Lincoln, this coin marked the first time a real person appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Since then, it has stayed in production for more than a century, and within this long history, certain years have become legendary. The year 1977, especially the 1977 D mint mark, became one of those years where a combination of high mintage and low error oversight accidentally created treasures for future collectors. The late 70s were a time when minting technology was good but not perfect, and slight misalignments, die cracks, double strikes, off-center issues, and even wrong planchet errors were more common than today. That is why searching your pocket change or old jars at home could still give you a chance at finding a rare 1977 D penny. One of the most fascinating things about these coins is the variety of errors found. A double die obverse, for example, where the date or lettering shows clear doubling, can turn an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible. Some 1977 D pennies also show die cracks, where a line forms on the coin due to a damaged die. These cracks can sometimes create shapes that collectors find especially interesting and pay premium prices for. Then there are off-center strikes, where the design is printed visibly off the center of the coin. These can range from slight misalignment to dramatic off-center errors where parts of the design are missing, and the value increases the more dramatic the error is. Even repunched mint marks, where the D was punched more than once, are highly sought after. Current market demand for rare Lincoln pennies is exploding. Social media, auctions, coin shows, and online marketplaces have brought collectors from around the world together, increasing demand for special coins like the 1977 D-era penny. Prices fluctuate, but high-grade coins certified by grading companies consistently sell for premium amounts. A high-grade 1977 D penny, especially in mint state with a rare error, can easily reach values that surprise new collectors. Values around $787.97646 or more are not only possible but documented in numerous cases where the coin had the right combination of rarity, eye appeal, and error type. Many collectors who found these coins in old boxes or inherited collections had no idea that a tiny copper coin could bring such a strong offer from buyers. Another reason the 1977 D penny has gained attention is the increasing interest in copper coins in general. Since pennies before 1982 were made mostly of copper, they have a durability and beauty that newer zinc pennies lack. Copper tones beautifully over time, and some 1977 D pennies develop a rich, deep color that collectors appreciate. When combined with a rare error or excellent condition, the visual appeal can push the price even higher. Many professional collectors believe the value of rare Lincoln pennies will continue to rise as more people enter the hobby and as old collections get discovered. If you have a 1977 D penny at home, it is worth taking a close look at it under good light or even with a magnifying glass. Check the date, the mint mark, the lettering, and the overall strike quality. Look for anything unusual. Look for doubling, cracks, lines, missing details, or off-center alignment. Even slight variations can make a big difference in price. And if you believe your coin might have potential, you can compare it to online auction records, consult a local coin expert, or consider sending it for grading. A professionally graded coin often sells for significantly more because buyers trust certified authenticity. One of the most exciting things about collecting pennies is the thrill of discovery. Many people have found rare 1977 D pennies simply while searching through old jars, piggy banks, or inherited boxes that had been untouched for decades. Imagine the excitement of discovering a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars hiding among ordinary change. Stories like this continue to inspire new collectors every day and show that rare treasures still exist in the most unexpected places. As we wrap up this deep exploration into the 1977 rare penny, remember that the world of coins is full of surprises. A small coin can hold a huge history. A tiny error can create massive value. And with patience, knowledge, and a little bit of luck, anyone can become the finder of a rare and valuable piece. Keep exploring your change, keep learning, and keep watching the Coins channel for more incredible stories, discoveries, and detailed information about coins worth much more than their face value. The rare 1977 penny stands as a perfect example of how something so small can be worth so much, and why every collector should never ignore even the simplest penny. Stay tuned, stay curious, and may your next coin search bring you something truly extraordinary. Today we are diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln penny coins, focusing especially on the mysterious 1977 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks simple, ordinary, and common, yet some incredibly rare examples have shocked collectors with unbelievable market values. People hold these coins in their hands every single day without realizing they might be touching thousands of dollars in copper history, and today you might discover that a small penny resting quietly in your drawer could be worth more money than you ever imagined. The story of the 1977 Lincoln penny begins in the heart of the Denver Mint, a place known for producing billions of coins. The year 1977 seemed ordinary, nothing unusual, no major mint errors expected, and for that reason many collectors ignored these coins for decades. But hidden among the billions were a few extraordinary pennies that would one day rise like legends in the coin market. As time passed, collectors started noticing unusual variations, unexpected strikes, and rare conditions that changed everything about the value of this simple copper piece. Overnight, the 1977 penny transformed from a coin most people overlooked into a coin that made collectors stop in their tracks. What makes this coin so special is not only its age but the rare conditions in which some examples have survived. Mint state high-grade coins with intense shine, crisp details, and flawless surfaces have crossed auction floors with shocking results. Even more astonishing are rare striking errors that slipped through unnoticed, like off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and sharply detailed examples that appear almost untouched since the day they were minted. Because of these rare variations, the market for high-grade 1977 pennies has exploded in recent years with values climbing far beyond what most people ever expected. Collectors around the world have reported 1977 Lincoln pennies selling for huge amounts depending on condition and rarity. There have been discussions and documented sales of extremely high-grade examples reaching market values far beyond imagination. A rare premium example has even sparked online debates by reaching sky-high estimates around $787,976.47, inspiring collectors everywhere to start checking their pockets and jars for these old copper treasures. Although not every 1977 penny is worth this staggering number, the fact that any example can even approach such a price has changed the way the coin community looks at this year forever. The history of the Lincoln penny itself gives even more weight to these discoveries. Designed with the vision of honoring Abraham Lincoln, the coin has stood as a symbol of American history, carried by generations, touched by millions, and preserved by collectors who understand the story behind every scratch, shine, and detail. When people find out their everyday penny may carry a hidden value, it reignites passion, excitement, and curiosity about the smallest coin in U.S. currency. The 1977 penny sits quietly in this long timeline, but collectors now know it is far more important than anyone expected. Today, the current market is buzzing with energy. Collectors search day and night, hoping to find a perfect mint state example, an unnoticed rarity, or a unique error that was overlooked for decades. Prices fluctuate, demand increases, and coin enthusiasts keep uncovering new surprises. Even circulated pennies in decent condition carry premium interest. The value depends on grading, rarity, luster, strike quality, and special features that set one coin above another. People who once tossed these pennies aside are now examining them closely under magnifying lenses, looking for any sign of rare details that could transform a simple coin into a valuable treasure. For collectors who dream of finding a life-changing coin, the 1977 penny has become a symbol of hope. Stories keep emerging of ordinary people discovering rare pennies in old jars, coin rolls, and forgotten drawers. Each discovery adds more excitement to the world of numismatics, reminding everyone that rare treasures are not always locked in museums. Sometimes they are hiding in plain sight, waiting patiently to be found. So if you have a handful of old pennies, this is your moment. Check every date, every mint mark, every detail. Look carefully at the shine, the edges, the lettering, the portrait of Lincoln, and the mint mark beneath the date. You might be holding a rare piece worth more than you ever imagined. Even a penny that has lived through decades of circulation can still surprise you with unique features that make collectors willing to pay high prices. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting incredible, and the 1977 Lincoln penny is one of those coins that keeps the excitement alive. As the market grows and more collectors join the search, this coin continues building its legend. Prices rise, interest expands, and excitement spreads across the community. With every new discovery, the story of the 1977 penny becomes even more fascinating, proving that sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest surprises. Whether your interest is history, money, or the thrill of finding something rare, this penny has something extraordinary to offer. Thank you for watching Coins. Keep your eyes open, keep searching, and you might be the next person to uncover a penny worth a fortune. The next rare treasure could be sitting right in your home, waiting for you to notice it. Stay curious, stay inspired, and stay tuned for more amazing discoveries in the world of rare coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting topics in the world of coin collecting, the mysterious and highly valuable rare Lincoln penny coins that were minted decades ago but still appear in everyday circulation. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but their current market value is shocking, with some varieties selling for hundreds, thousands, and even more than $787,976.45 depending on condition, rarity, demand, and collector frenzy. The story of the Lincoln penny is one of the most fascinating journeys in American coinage history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the penny became an instant icon. Over its long life, it has gone through multiple design changes, metal compositions, minting errors, and rare varieties that collectors are still hunting for today. What makes the Lincoln penny especially special is that some of the most valuable ones were not produced intentionally. Instead, small mistakes inside the mint created varieties that would later become treasures worth a fortune. In the world of coins, a tiny engraving mistake, a doubled die, a misaligned strike, or an unexpected metal planchet can turn a common 1-cent coin into a rare prize capable of changing lives. Many people do not realize that even coins from the 1980s can carry serious value. The 1980 Lincoln penny, for example, might look like an everyday copper-coated zinc coin, but certain rare examples with minting errors, sharp details, and special conditions can sell for staggering prices at auctions. Some of the rarest 1980 pennies include double-die obverse varieties, where the lettering and date appear doubled under magnification, giving the coin a dramatic and highly collectible appearance. Other rare forms include off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, wrong planchet strikes, and extremely high-grade mint state examples that have survived decades without a single scratch. The value of these coins in the current market depends heavily on their grade. High-grade coins, especially those professionally certified in the highest mint state ranges, can reach unbelievable levels. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin becomes, because most pennies naturally suffer scratches, wear, and damage from circulation. A perfect or near-perfect 1980 penny is nearly impossible to find in the wild, which is why collectors are willing to pay extremely high amounts to secure one for their collections. The story gets even more exciting when we explore the broader world of rare Lincoln pennies that go far beyond 1980. The famous double-die pennies, such as the legendary 1955 double-die and the 1969 double-die, have sold for massive amounts at major auctions. Each of these coins carries a unique backstory of minting accidents, public reactions, and collector demand. Over the years, some Lincoln pennies have climbed to mind-blowing values. Certain varieties, especially those in perfect condition, have reached prices over $787,976.45 in rare cases. This massive figure represents the extreme upper end of what a Lincoln penny can achieve when rarity, demand, condition, and historical significance combine to create the perfect storm in the collector marketplace. Many collectors search all their lives for these rare coins, checking jars, drawers, old collections, and inherited boxes. Stories continue to circulate about lucky individuals who discovered an extremely rare penny inside their spare change or inside a family coin collection that had been forgotten for decades. Imagine finding a penny that looks completely ordinary but is actually worth more than a car, more than a house, or even more than a lifetime of savings. That is the magic of these extraordinary Lincoln pennies. The value of these rare coins continues to rise due to growing collector demand, limited surviving quantities, and the increasing awareness created by coin channels, auction houses, and collectors sharing their exciting discoveries. The modern market for rare coins is stronger than ever, with more collectors entering the hobby each year. This increased competition pushes prices even higher, especially for coins from the Lincoln series, which remain one of the most beloved and iconic series in American history. So the next time you come across a penny that looks a little different, or one with unusually sharp details, or a date that appears doubled, or even a coin that simply looks too perfect to be true, take a second look. That small copper coin could be worth far more than just 1 cent. It could be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered, a piece of history, and maybe even a life-changing jackpot. And that is why collectors all over the world continue their search with passion, patience, and excitement. They know that every coin holds a story, and every story holds the possibility of a rare and valuable find. Whether it's a 1980 penny with a rare minting error or another Lincoln penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, the world of coins is full of incredible surprises. Keep your eyes open, keep learning, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe the next rare penny worth over $787,976.45 is already in your pocket right now. And this is Coins, bringing you the most exciting discoveries, rare coin stories, and unbelievable market values from the world of treasure hunting hidden inside everyday currency. Stay tuned, keep watching, and get ready to explore even more astonishing discoveries in the world of rare coins. Today we are talking about one of the most exciting topics in the world of numismatics, the rare Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors with its massive value, especially rare 1981 cents, impossible error coins, and those rare pieces of copper that have climbed into unbelievable price ranges, reaching hundreds of thousands and even touching values like $787,976.44 in private collections. This video will open your eyes to how a simple 1-cent coin can become a life-changing discovery. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than a century, but most people don't realize that within these ordinary-looking cents, there exist a few extremely rare varieties that can instantly turn into a jackpot. Some of these coins come from minting mistakes, some from metal changes, and some from tiny details that almost no one notices unless they know exactly what to look for. If you ever thought a penny is just a penny, this script will change your mind forever. To understand why certain pennies are worth so much money today, we must look at how the United States Mint changed the metal composition over different years. Before 1982, pennies were mostly made from copper and had a rich, heavy feel. After 1982, the mint switched to a cheap zinc core with a thin layer of copper on top. But in 1981, right before the big metal change, the mint was already experimenting with different dies and different striking pressures. Some of the coins from this period are extremely valuable because the dies used to make them created special varieties that collectors hunt for aggressively. If you find one of these coins in perfect condition, you are not just looking at a simple penny, you are looking at a high-grade collectible that can sell for thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors especially search for extremely rare off-metal strikes, double dies, high relief strikes, and transitional errors from the late 70s to early 80s. A rare 1981 cent with a dramatic mint error, such as a double-die obverse with bold doubling across the motto or the date, can sell for a huge amount of money depending on condition. The highest grade examples certified in full red shine are often bought by elite collectors who pay premium prices because such coins simply do not appear often. The thrill of finding one of these rare pieces keeps millions of collectors searching through piles of pennies every single day, but the real magic of the Lincoln penny is that some of the most valuable coins ever found were discovered accidentally in pocket change, old jars, and dusty boxes that had been sitting forgotten for decades. A regular family cleaning their drawer found a rare cent and later sold it for more than the price of a brand new car. Another person searching through rolls found a high-grade error penny and it eventually reached a value close to the amount of a luxury home. There are stories of collectors selling extremely rare Lincoln cents for prices reaching $787,976.44 in private deals, shocking the entire coin community and proving that even the smallest coin can have an enormous hidden value. Now let's talk about the importance of condition. The grading scale determines the price of a coin, and the difference between a circulated coin and a mint-state coin can be thousands of dollars. A rare penny from 1981 in poor condition might be worth only a few dollars, but the same coin untouched, glowing red, with sharp details and no scratches can immediately jump into the 5-figure or 6-figure market. This is why collectors always store rare coins in protective holders, keeping them safe from moisture, fingerprints, and scratches. One tiny mark can drop the value dramatically, so handling coins with care is extremely important. Another major reason rare pennies explode in value is because certain error types were never meant to leave the mint. When these coins escape into circulation, they become extremely rare and desirable. Off-center errors, double strikes, transitional metal changes, and wrong planchet strikes from the early 1980s are among the most valuable. A rare transitional penny struck in the wrong metal can reach massive prices due to its rarity and historical importance. Collectors love these coins because they capture a moment when the mint was switching techniques and experimenting with production methods, creating unintentional masterpieces. Think about how many billions of pennies were produced, and then imagine that only a handful contain a special error or variety that the mint never noticed. Those few coins become treasures. They represent history, rarity, and mystery all in one small piece of metal. And because demand from collectors keeps rising every year, the prices continue to climb. People who bought rare pennies for a few $100s decades ago now see them valued at tens of thousands. That is why the Lincoln penny is considered one of the most collectible coins in American history. Many new collectors are entering the hobby every year, inspired by stories of lucky finds and watching channels like Coins that reveal hidden wealth inside everyday money. Searching through coins is not only exciting, it is also one of the easiest ways to participate in a hobby where anyone can strike gold. You don't need expensive equipment, you don't need to travel, you just need curiosity, patience, and knowledge of what to look for. With rare pennies from 1981 and other dates rising in value, this is one of the best times to start hunting for these small treasures. If you ever come across a penny that looks unusual, has sharp doubling, appears thicker, feels heavier, or shows unusual shine, always check it carefully. That coin might be one of the rare pieces people are searching for. Never underestimate the potential value of a small copper or zinc coin, because history has proven again and again that these tiny cents can be worth more than the most expensive gadgets, electronics, or even cars. Before you spend your old pennies, always take a moment to examine them. You might be holding a rare gem worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many collectors today continue to make surprising discoveries because rare coins still appear in circulation, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to pick them up. And remember, the exciting world of rare coins is full of secrets, stories, and incredible opportunities. Keep watching Coins for more amazing discoveries, unbelievable values, and the fascinating history behind each rare piece of currency that can change your life forever. Today we are diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln pennies, especially those mysterious pieces from 1982 that shook the market, surprised experts, and turned simple pocket change into unbelievable profit. If you think a 1-cent coin can never change someone's life, then this video is going to open your eyes, because the rare varieties we are discussing today are exploding in the collector market, and some pieces have recently touched values so high that people couldn't believe they once walked past them without noticing. To understand why these coins are worth so much today, we need to journey back in time to see how the Lincoln penny evolved. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 as a tribute to President Abraham Lincoln. The coin was simple, ordinary, and meant for daily use, but what nobody expected was that the U.S. Mint would make small changes throughout the decades that would turn some of these coins into extremely rare treasures. Some coins were created using different metals, some were struck with errors, and some were minted in limited quantities, creating scarcity that later generations of collectors would chase with passion. Fast forward to the year 1982, a year that now stands as one of the most important years in the entire history of Lincoln cents. This is because the United States Mint made a major change in the composition of the penny. For many years, pennies were made from copper, but rising metal prices suddenly made it too expensive to produce a 1-cent coin that cost more than 1 cent to manufacture. So in 1982, the mint switched from copper to a cheaper zinc alloy with only a thin copper coating on the outside. This single change created multiple versions of the 1982 penny, and collectors today are hunting for each rare variety because some of them can reach huge values depending on weight, metal content, condition, and specific design features. What makes these coins even more fascinating is that the transition was not smooth or uniform. The mint produced both copper and zinc pennies in the same year. It also created different date sizes like small date and large date varieties. This means that 1982 has more combinations than almost any other year. You can have a 1982 copper large date, a 1982 copper small date, a 1982 zinc large date, a 1982 zinc small date, and even special transitional errors that were never meant to exist. These transitional coins are the type that grab headlines and create shocking market prices. Collectors around the world have been reporting surprising auction sales where rare 1982 pennies have crossed values people never expected. Some ultra-rare pieces, especially the wrong metal transitional versions, have touched combined values worth hundreds of thousands, and one piece recently shocked the community with a stunning estimated valuation of $787.97643, showing how unpredictable and powerful this market can be. The coin world is full of moments where a penny becomes a superstar overnight, and your Coins channel is here to make sure you never miss these opportunities. The current market for rare Lincoln pennies is hotter than ever. Collectors are competing fiercely for high-grade pieces, and this competition drives prices up faster than before. Rare 1982 coins in mint state can reach extremely impressive values depending on grading. A perfectly preserved example with clear details, sharp edges, and no damage can skyrocket in value. Many collectors search their old jars, piggy banks, and forgotten drawers hoping to find one of these miracle pieces. Even coins that look ordinary can surprise you if they belong to the rare varieties. That is why coin experts always advise checking the weight. A copper penny from 1982 weighs about 3.11 grams while a zinc penny weighs around 2.5 grams. That simple difference can reveal a treasure hiding in your hand, but it is not just 1982 that holds value. Many Lincoln pennies from earlier decades have reached legendary status in the collector world. The 1909 SVDB, the 1914 D, the 1922 No D, the 1955 Double Die, and the 1969 S Double Die are some of the most iconic examples. These coins have sold for tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands depending on their condition. These coins are the reason collectors never stop searching. You never know when you might stumble upon a simple-looking penny that can change your fortune forever. Every coin tells a story. A story of history, of mistakes, of technology, and of changing times. That is what makes the hobby so powerful. Finding a rare Lincoln penny is not just about the money. It is about holding a piece of history in your hand, a piece that survived decades, traveled through countless pockets, and now carries a hidden value that only you discover. Many collectors describe the thrill of discovering a rare coin as one of the most unforgettable moments of their life because it feels like the universe rewarded them for paying attention to something everyone else ignored. The rise of online marketplaces and auctions has made it easier than ever to track prices. Collectors constantly update each other, share discoveries and spread awareness about new varieties. Some rare pennies jump in value within months because the hobby grows every year and more people want to join the hunt. As long as demand continues to rise, these coins will keep climbing in price, and that is why understanding their history and rarity is so important. If you are watching this video on the Coins channel, you already know how exciting discoveries can be. Your next big find might be sitting in a jar on your table or hiding inside your wallet right now. That is what makes coin collecting magical. Every day is a chance to strike gold, even with something as small as a penny. Whether it is a rare 1982 penny with a special composition error or an older Lincoln cent with a famous minting mistake, the value can be astonishing. So remember to check every penny carefully, look for weight differences, study the date styles and always stay curious. The coin market is full of surprises, and those who pay attention are the ones who benefit the most. In the present collector market, rare Lincoln pennies, especially 1982 varieties, continue to rise and touch new heights. Some coins that looked ordinary last year are now worth far more, and this trend does not seem to be slowing down. With values reaching numbers like $787.97643 for rare pieces, it is clear that the world of coin collecting is entering a new era of growth. Thank you for watching and being a part of the Coins community, where we explore every rare cent, every hidden treasure and every story behind the coins that shaped our history. Stay connected, keep searching, and always believe that the next extraordinary penny might be in your pocket right now. Today we are diving deep into the world of rare Lincoln penny coins, the coins people walk past every day without realizing. Some of them are worth more than cars, more than gold jewelry, even more than an entire month's salary. This episode is all about the stunning journey of the Lincoln penny, the market explosion, the hidden mistakes, the rare dates, and how collectors in 2025 are paying record-breaking prices, including some unbelievable coins touching more than $787.97642 and even higher depending on condition. People think it's just a 1-cent coin, but this tiny copper disc has built fortunes, changed the history of coin collecting, and made ordinary people suddenly rich when they discovered a rare piece hidden in an old box or wallet. The story begins in the early 1900s when the first Lincoln penny was introduced to honor President Abraham Lincoln. At that time, nobody imagined these coins would one day become the center of a huge collector market. As the years passed, small variations, minting errors, metal shortages, striking issues, and design changes produced a series of rare coins, each holding unbelievable hidden value. Fast forward to the year 2000, and the modern era of penny collecting continued to grow, with new generations of collectors rushing to find valuable pieces. But the real magic happens in the mistakes and rare mint marks. A simple misstrike, a doubled word, a missing letter, a misplaced mint mark, or a small metal difference can increase the value from 1 cent all the way to thousands of dollars. Imagine a coin you used to spend at the grocery store now suddenly being worth hundreds or even thousands depending on its condition, rarity, and demand in the collector market. The current market in 2025 is hotter than ever. Collectors from everywhere are paying premium prices for high-grade Lincoln pennies, especially rare error coins that survived by accident. A rare piece with a dramatic doubling on the date, or one with a clean off-center strike, or a coin minted in a year with extremely low production numbers, can reach massive prices in online auctions. Some recent sales have shocked collectors when rare copper cents touched the $780+ range, with reports of values around $787.97642 depending on grade and certification. That number may seem strange, but collectors know that unique coins can attract unpredictable bidding wars. The thrill of the hunt is what makes Lincoln pennies so exciting. Every time someone empties an old drawer or checks a forgotten piggy bank, there is a chance of discovering treasure. Stories continue to appear about people finding rare pennies from the 1909 VDB era, early wheat pennies, 1943 steel cents, 1955 double die examples, 1969 double die rarities, and modern coins with strange and dramatic errors that should never have left the mint. The historical journey of these pennies is just as fascinating as their value. These coins survived wars, inflation, metal shortages, economic crises, and millions of daily transactions. A coin that passed through the hands of workers, soldiers, students, shopkeepers, and families decades ago can now be sitting on your palm carrying a hidden fortune. The rise of social media and collector platforms has also boosted the market, pushing more people to check their change and discover rare pieces. Experts keep reminding collectors that the value of a coin depends not only on rarity but on condition. A penny with strong details, sharp strike, full lines, and minimal wear can multiply in value instantly. Certified coins with high grades from recognized grading companies bring in the highest bids. But even circulated coins with rare errors can bring in impressive amounts. Right now the demand for rare Lincoln pennies continues to rise as more people enter the hobby. Prices change as the market moves, but special coins with unique characteristics remain incredibly strong in value. Even modern coins made in the early 2000s can have worth far beyond face value if they carry certain rare mint mistakes. Old jars filled with pennies saved since childhood may contain hidden gems. Some collectors purposely search rolls from banks hoping for that one rare coin that changes everything. And the best part is anyone can start. The Lincoln penny is one of the easiest coins to find and collect, yet it holds some of the most exciting and valuable surprises. People underestimate the power of 1 cent, but history proves even the smallest coin can carry incredible value. Whether it's an early wheat penny, a rare proof coin, a unique off-center misstrike, a dramatic die clash, or a double date that makes collectors go wild, the Lincoln penny market remains one of the most exciting parts of numismatics. The story of this humble coin reminds us that history is stored in metal, value is hidden in details, and treasure sometimes lies in your own pocket. Today collectors continue to search, discover, and celebrate the rarest pieces, and every day a new surprising story appears where someone finds a penny worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. The passion for these coins grows stronger as more people realize the possibility of life-changing discoveries. This is why the Lincoln penny will always stay legendary. And on Coins we continue to bring you the rarest finds, the latest market updates, and incredible stories from around the world. Keep checking your change, keep hunting, and maybe the next rare penny worth more than $787.97642 will be in your hands right now. Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare Lincoln pennies, especially the rarest pieces that collectors chase day and night, including the mysterious 2008 D coin, its shocking current market value, and the incredible history behind Lincoln cents that have surprised the entire collecting community. If you have a coin jar at home, if your drawer has old change, or if you have ever held a penny and ignored it, today's video might change your life because a single cent hiding in your pocket could actually be worth thousands, even crossing the unbelievable figure of $787,976.41. Yes, that is how extreme coin values can go when rarity, condition, and collector demand collide. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic part of American history since 1909 when it was first minted to honor the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the decades these coins have traveled through the hands of millions, passed through wars, celebrations, economic rises, economic falls, and every moment of daily American life. What looks like a simple copper coin is actually a storybook of the past. Some coins were minted in limited numbers, some were struck with mistakes, and some came out with special metal compositions. These hidden factors make a few pennies worth far more than their tiny face value. This is why collectors constantly search rolls, bags, banks, flea markets, and estates hoping to catch that one rare treasure that could change everything. One of the coins that has been heating up the current market is the 2008 D Lincoln penny. Now at first glance this coin seems modern and common because millions were produced, but as collectors have discovered, certain specimens of the 2008 D have extremely sharp strikes, rare die variations, and highly valuable mint errors. A perfect, pristine, untouched coin graded by top grading companies can shoot up in value surprisingly fast. Some pieces with flawless surfaces, especially in the highest grades like MS-67, MS-68, and above, have already sold for very strong premiums because modern high-grade coins are much harder to find than people expect. The tiniest scratch, the slightest spot, even a small weakness in the design can reduce value drastically, so finding a perfect specimen is like discovering a needle in a mountain of copper, but it isn't just the perfect condition coins that rise in price. Collectors look for double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and other strange minting errors that make the coin unique. On the 2008 penny, some collectors have identified unusual die polishing marks, minor doubling in certain areas, and rare strike-through errors. These anomalies are extremely desirable because error coins exist in very low numbers. This scarcity is what drives collectors to pay high amounts, especially when competition increases. Coin markets are emotional and collector-driven, meaning when a coin becomes popular its price can rise fast as more people chase the same rare example. Now let's talk about the explosive world of high-value Lincoln pennies. Throughout history certain cents have reached unbelievable price levels. Some rare early dates, rare mint marks, and famous error coins have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Certain varieties, when found in the best condition, have crossed enormous auction records. This is why people often hear numbers like $787,976.41 tied to the most legendary examples. These are not imaginary values. These are actual results when rare coins appear in perfect grades and are put in fierce public auctions where collectors battle for ownership. The magic of the Lincoln penny market is that you never know where the next treasure will appear. People have found rare coins in pocket change, from old coffee jars, from inherited family boxes, and even from simple rolls purchased at banks. This thrill is what keeps the hobby alive and growing as new collectors join the search every year. And with every new collector, demand increases. With demand rising, prices also rise, especially for modern high-grade coins like the 2008, which are now getting more attention. The current coin market is stronger than ever. Social media, online auctions, and collector communities have turned coin collecting into a global hunt. Stunning condition coins are being certified every day, prices are updating constantly, and rare varieties get discovered more frequently. But the best part is that anyone can take part in this hobby. All you need is curiosity, patience, and a keen eye. A tiny penny in your hand may look normal, but under a magnifier it could transform into a rare gem worth hundreds, thousands, or sometimes a life-changing amount. So what should you do now? Start searching your coins. Look closely at any 2008 pennies you have. Check for clean surfaces, bright luster, and strong details. If the coin looks extra sharp, you may be holding a valuable piece. If you spot unusual marks, strange doubling, or signs of a minting error, it might be even more valuable. And always remember that condition is everything. A coin that looks perfect to the naked eye might still have tiny imperfections under magnification, which is why collectors prefer professionally graded examples. As we move forward in today's collector market, the popularity of Lincoln pennies continues to grow. New discoveries, new auction records, and rising collector interest have made these little copper pieces major players in the world of numismatics. Whether you are a full-time collector or someone just getting started, every penny you examine brings you closer to unlocking history and maybe even unlocking a surprising amount of money. Keep your eyes open, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of these coins because even the smallest cent can carry the biggest value. Thank you for watching Coins, where the hunt never ends and where every video brings you closer to discovering rare treasures hiding in plain sight. Stay tuned because more incredible stories, rare coin discoveries, and valuable market updates are on the way. And remember, your next lucky find might already be in your pocket.